It's gonna be okay. I'm gonna take care of you. Is anybody there? Please let me up. Your boat is sinking.
A dream turning a disaster, right? Kind of turning into a nightmare. Was that part of the appeal? Love, story, disastrous movie?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's rare that you get to see both, actually. You get to see a love story and a survival story mixed into one. What I loved about each element is the survival story was real, which I think always heightens the experience and that the love story also feels very real and very grounded and simple. It's a very simple love story, and oftentimes I think love can be simple, but we don't often see that in films, and so that was very appealing to me too.
And I know that I want to be with you forever. So,
Oh my God.
Your characters are very, very adventurous. Do you share any of that? Are you guys adventurous in a way?
I think what I do for a living is pretty adventurous. I think being an actor, you have to be willing and wanting. I say wanting. You have to be willing to fly across the world at the drop of a hat. And I mean, literally, sometimes I have got phone calls saying you need to get here by now. At the same time, I'm a dad and to two very little children, and that. But it's also not. Like, I spend my life trying to teach them not to be so adventurous.
So why Tahiti? What brought you here?
I want to chase adventures. I'm super adventurous. I love the outdoor. I love camping and hiking, and I love putting myself in uncomfortable situations that are safe, in the sense of being out in the middle of nowhere in nature, hiking or camping, or being in a foreign city where you don't speak the language, or moving to a foreign country where you don't speak the language, which I've done when I was younger. I'd say I'm pretty adventurous.
Most of the movie, it's just the two of you on screen. Can you still stand each other?
Can we still stand each other? Yeah. Barely.
I would say I'm so glad she lives in a different country. We just do this nice thing for the day, and then we're okay. But no,
there's a trust, right, that needs to be built in such a situation.
I think this was so very, very different in that we literally had no escape from one another. We were on a very small boat in the middle of the ocean with no opportunity to take a breather in your trailer. This was us basically living on top of one another for 3 months, and I'm so glad that it was Shailene that I had to do that with. It's impossible to know. Would I have been able to cope with anyone else?
I'll just say I don't think I could cope with anyone else. I don't think there is actually another human actor in the world who
there are technological actors,
but who is as graceful and kind and down for the adventure, down for anything, down for whatever it takes, and patient and generous to the crew.
She's basically explaining herself. But I think we were lucky. We were lucky that we were very, very similar.
Yeah.
You look very, very capable. You know, with your sailing skills. You do.
She's not.
I'm not at all.
She's so is. You so are.
I could not sail today if I tried. And we sailed so much last year.
Would you go and give it a try now?
I would go on a sailboat again, yeah. It would have to be particular circumstances. You know, I'd want to have a lot of friends who knew how to sail very proficiently. I might go back to being the one who opens the beers and hands them out.
I sailed halfway around the world to find you.
I'm not letting you go.